My name's Sienna, I'm 23 years old and I work for a big accountancy firm, and I know it sounds a bit funny because I'm only 23, but I love my job. I've been there for a few years now, the company's great and I'm really making good progress in it. I got pregnant by an ex-boyfriend. He messaged me on Facebook, classic, and we were messaging for a while, back and forth, just general chat as friends. And then we arranged to go out for a drink as friends. At no moment did I think I was going to have sex that evening. We were out, having a good time. It was a proper laugh to catch up again. And I was kind of enjoying the attention from him a little bit. And it got to a point in the night where I thought I didn't want to go home. So we ended up going back to my house. And I'm quite a sexual person and I'd not had sex in a while, and I knew him. It wasn't like we'd not had sex before. So one thing led to another and he ended up staying over. And he actually asked me if I was on the pill, and I still don't know why I said this, but I just said, oh, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. And I wasn't on anything. I'd tried the implant when I was younger, a few years ago, and it just did not sit well with me. My friends have been on it and I thought it was a really good idea, you know, it's in you don't have to remember to take a pill every morning, but I was just bleeding constantly. So I ended up just being natural for a bit, not taking anything and kind of getting back into a regular cycle again. After sex, I immediately thought, okay, I need to do something about this. And the next day it was really on my mind and I just thought, the only thing that I could think of was the morning after pill. And I know it should have been a priority, but it's so difficult to get. I mean, you've either got to go to a pharmacy, which is open 9 till 5, or I had to make an appointment with my GP, and I just did not have the time. And I just wish it was more available. I could have got an advanced supply, and if it was in my bathroom cupboard, next morning I could have taken it, and this wouldn't have been a problem. But it was. I mean, I'd missed the 72 hours, and then I just had to wait and see. I never knew about the copper coil, and that could get fitted after sex and it would stop you from getting pregnant. And I wish I did so bad, because I've actually had it now after my abortion, just so I don't find myself in that situation ever again. But I don't know how I didn't know about that. I don't know why it's not been publicised. Like, I'd classed myself as an intelligent woman, and it's something that's never been told to me. It never crossed my mind as a form of contraception. When my period was late, alarm bells were ringing and I thought, okay, I need to take a pregnancy test. I took a test, longest 2 minutes of my life, and I found out I was pregnant. I rang the GP and made an appointment straight away. But it ended up being a bit of a nightmare because my GP doesn't deal with abortions because of her religious views. So I ended up having to get transferred to a different GP. And then she gave me the number for the abortion clinic. And I just remember leaving the GP straight away, and I rang them as soon as I was on the street. Rang the abortion clinic. They gave me a phone call consultation thing, and then they made an appointment for me the following Monday. So the morning of the abortion, I got a taxi to the clinic. And when I got out, there was all these protesters outside the clinic. And I mean, I was shocked. I thought, how have you guys got the right to do this? I've made a decision to go and get an abortion, and it really pissed me off because I thought, you have no right to judge me on this decision that I've made. And I understand, okay, everyone has an opinion, but you have no right to judge me on what I'm doing with my body and my life. And it made me really angry because I thought, my decision's been made and I'm going to go through with this. And they had these pictures, like explicit pictures of the process that I was about to take. And I just think, any other medical procedure, you don't get faced with all these images and all these things that go wrong, and it's just not fair. It's not fair. And I think my case wasn't that severe, but I'm still going through with this choice that I have made. But I just thought, what if I'd been raped? Like, what if I'd been through a really traumatic experience and go to this clinic? And it's not fair. It's not fair to have their opinion shoved down your throat. But I just ignored it anyway. I just wanted to get in, head down, and get back out again. After the abortion, I just felt relieved. I was so relieved that I could just get on with my life, and it didn't have to be this thing on my mind anymore. And it was really weird because I was kind of waiting for these emotions to happen, and I thought, surely I'm going to feel, sad and upset about this, and I just didn't. And then I started to almost feel guilty for not feeling guilty. I was just so sure that I'd made the right decision. So after everything had been sorted, I didn't mention it again. Didn't really mention it to anyone. I didn't feel the need to. And then not long after, I found out that my friend was pregnant and she got a termination. And so I opened up to her about my experience, and I think it really helped. And it kind of helped me to know that someone who was so close to me has been through the similar thing. And then it turns out she told me that her mum has had an abortion when she was younger. And I kind of thought, it's surprising to me how common this is, and we don't speak about it. And I just think, why don't we feel comfortable to speak about it with friends, with people that we're close to? And it's a subject that is really like swept under the rug, isn't spoken about. And going through a process like this, it's important to have that kind of support system. And I think more women should be open about their experiences of it.